Mixing can be overwhelming and tricky, especially if you're starting out. But here are 7 essential things that will make you stay 10 steps ahead in your next mixing session. This is how you can master the mix. Stay till the end because the last one is the best tip I can give you. I'm the guy, 10 years of music production experience, an Ofive member. We have songs played on festivals such as Tomorrowland, and we have worked with top brands on the music industry. Some of them are Slate Digital, Excellent Audio, Beatport, and more. So with my experience, I collected the best tips that actually I really wish I knew this sooner. So mixing is all about context. Please do not process in solo mode. Do it in the context of the song. That's how the audience will listen to your track. As producers, when we want to process or cue a sound, for example, we tend to go to the solo mode. We process the sound and we usually end up messing up the entire mix. So in this part of this project, we have some chords. As you can see here, we have many layers, and let's take this piano as an example. You will probably process the sound like this. Now the piano sounds a little bit better, but again, this is not how the audience will listen to the track. And if we do this for all the layers, we will end up with a messy kind of mix where we have a lot of highs and probably kind of muddy mix. So the correct way to mix this is think about what's the purpose of this sound in the mix. So I would say it's actually adding a little bit of body to the chord layer. So playing in context, we are going to tweak. And now the chords sound a little bit cleaner because we took down these highs, but we added extra body because this is what I'm looking for with this layer. We can compare both the cues, but if you do this with all the layers, you'll end up with a much cleaner mix. Volume balancing is probably the most important thing when you are mixing, and actually is the first step. So on your next mixing session, try to prioritize the sounds on the mix. Make a list of which are the most important sounds, because these sounds should have more presence. This way you shouldn't be messing up a mix by having loud effects or similar things. One cool technique here is what I call the faded down trick, where you turn down all the volume faders and then you turn them up in order of importance. Doing this will ensure you have a balanced mix. In my experience in music production, I found that many mixing issues could be fixed in the arrangement, recording, or sound selection part. Be sure to spend extra time here because sound selection is really important. And actually, if you want to get high quality sounds for free, you can check our packs. They are on the link in the description. Check your mix in mono from time to time. This is very simple. In your master channel, you can load an imagery stereo, in this case the Imagery 2 by Isotope. This is free. Set the width all the way down in mono. And then aim to have a balanced mix when you can hear almost all the most important sounds, because this is very helpful to know how your mix will transfer to mono speakers, where some people will listen to your track at the end. By the way, if this is being helpful in some way, you can support us with a subscription. Just that. Let's continue. Long mixing sessions can make your ears get tired, which lead us to bad mixing choices. Every 1 or 2 hours, try to take a 10 or 15-minute break to rest your ears, and when you get back, you'll have fresh ears and you'll make better choices. Use reference tracks. These are your roadmap and can guide you towards a proper balance of your song. Of course, try to use tracks that are similar to your track and compare them in every aspect. The volume of the sounds, dynamics, changes of energy, vocals, the lows, mids, and highs, and basically everything you can. Remember that this is just a guide. You don't have to follow and do exactly what they did on that track. And if something is different but it sounds good to you, keep doing it. Why not? And the last tip, and I think is the most important of this list, is that if you want to keep improving your mixing, follow us on Instagram for more music production tips. Okay, that's not the tip, but you can do that. The tip is that you have to practice. There is not shortcut. The good news is that with every mixing session that you have, you will always be learning. So the more you practice, the better you will be. And if you want to keep learning, check the link in the description to find more mixing tips. If this was helpful, subscribe for more content like this. It helps me with the algorithm and be a better producer by knowing how you can do it here. See you next time.